still ballin'.
What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 5-1 of the Good Point Bro podcast. My name is Caden. This is my little bro, Cam.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's just turned on.
Why did we move the desk back?
I don't really know. It was just in the way of
I
other
kind of
points
like
in
it
my
like
day.
this. Yeah, I kind of like it.
I like it more with a little bit more room. I feel better.
I like it too.
Yeah, I feel a little bit better. I don't know why.
We're just gonna get right into it, guys.
Yeah, which don't mind Cam if he's... Dude, you literally have tears in your eyes because you look tired. Cam, if you guys don't know, we both work at a gym, like an exercise gym. And I do personal training because I'm way up there. And Cam's like the Shark Tales. Like
What
Will
other kind
Smith.
of gym
He's
is
like
there?
the Will Smith in Shark Tales. So he's like the janitor guy.
What other kind of gym is
A
there
gym,
besides the
basketball
exercise
gym.
gym?
Gymnasium.
Nobody would think that.
A gymnasium. Yeah, they might. We're on a sports podcast.
We're in a sports podcast.
Like,
It's true.
like when your boys say we're going to the gym. I guess there's
They
no way.
always
Yeah.
mean lifting weights.
Well, you're
We're
going to
play
hoop.
basketball.
You're
You
going to
wanna go hoop. Yeah.
Yeah, that is it.
Work at
No,
we
you're
work
right.
at somewhere where people hoop.
Yeah. All right, that's a good point. But anyway, Cam's moving weights back and forth all day apparently, so he's gassed. But
I'm ready to
He's
go,
still
bro.
here.
I'm good.
Cameron Haynes, baby, as Dad likes to say recently. Nobody cares. Work harder.
Oh.
The dude from Joe Rogan.
He's the guy that runs with the Goggins.
Yeah, the white guy.
Yeah.
He's funny. All right, NFL or NBA? What are you feeling?
It don't matter.
All right,
Whatever you want.
we can start on the NFL. Okay. All right. I like Tua. We're both Bama fans, as a lot of you guys know. A lot of speculation recently. Should the Dolphins go ahead and pursue Lamar Jackson, or should they go ahead and stay with Tua? What do you think?
I think that they should go with Lamar because he's established in this league. He's won MVP. He's the most dynamic player in the NFL. His passing's gotten better. I think he's gonna that offense with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and you got Lamar at QB.
Yeah.
That is gonna be even a crazier, more explosive offense than Tua there.
Yeah.
So I think it's an upgrade if they get Lamar. Plus, even though Lamar's been injured a little bit, Tua is the most injury-prone guy in the league by far. Tua's injuries are not normal injuries. 3 concussions in 1 year.
2 officially.
Okay, but 3 concussions in 1 year, basically. He shattered his hip. He has a bad ankle. Like, there's not much going for Tua, man.
I mean, Lamar hasn't played more than 12 games the last 2 years.
Yeah, but his injury, I get it. But Tua's injuries are like career-ending injuries, bro.
All right.
If they extended Tua, I think it'd be
I don't
the
think you
dumbest
extend him.
thing.
But he can play next year without being extended.
But if you extend him, then you can't get Lamar. You got to either get Lamar this year or you're not going to get him because he is a free agent.
Lamar's not a free agent. Lamar has to be signed and trade. Lamar can be on
What?
Lamar can get franchise tagged right now. Yes,
I
he
don't
can.
think so.
Yes, he can. He's not an unrestricted free agent.
The whole thing, the major thing about him playing last year is that he was representing himself.
He was on an extension, not a free agent deal. He go ahead and look it up. I promise you, they can franchise tag him this year. I know they can. They can.
All right.
Listen, if I'm the
Yeah.
Dolphin, okay. What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was trying not to cut you off.
There you go.
Listen, if I'm the Dolphins, I'm keeping Tua. I'm keeping the rookie contract. I'm not going out and above for Lamar. I'm putting pieces around him with the money that I would use on Lamar. And I'll say this. Last year, Tua played 13 games. Lamar played 12. Okay, so let's just look at those stats. Tua had a better completion percentage. He had 600 more total yards. He had 5 more total touchdowns. He had a better yards per attempt. He had a better QBR, and he took less sacks. I know that Lamar runs the ball, but it wasn't even enough to even make those comparable. He would have to have a 700-yard game just for them to have similar stats. So although the Dolphins are better, I think Tua is capable, and I think he's good enough to where he can take that team and easily have a top 5 season if healthy.
Yeah, that's the big question is if healthy, which I don't think he's ever going to.
That's a question on both, though.
Yeah, but it's more of a question on Tua.
So picture this. You're the Dolphins. You don't extend Tua. You probably have to trade him when you get because it's a trade. That's why everyone keeps saying Ravens trade Lamar for Tua because he's not just a free agent. He can't just go anywhere. So it would be a sign and trade. So let's say they trade Tua to the Ravens and they get Lamar Jackson, right? Now Lamar Jackson goes down. You're in the same situation as last year, but you're paying a guy $50 million a year. Like, it's a way worse situation.
Yeah, but I can't get out of my head how bad the Dolphins were at the end of the year. They absolutely collapsed at the end of the year.
With Tua injured.
Finished 9
With Tua injured, mostly. Yes.
No. He played those games. He just didn't play the last game.
Tua was like, sorry.
No, he didn't play the 3 games that they lost.
Tua was like 9-3 as a starter.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the way that they played at the end of the year was terrible.
Okay, he was 9-3 as a starter.
I just think that if you get Lamar, if you get Lamar, you can be a Super Bowl contender. But with Tua, I don't think they're ever a threat to win the Super Bowl, especially in the AFC.
Yeah, he can be franchised this year.
Yeah.
But he is a free agent, so he can't go anywhere
The
else.
NFL is weird with that. The franchise tags.
So they can franchise tag Lamar for $32 million this year.
Yeah, because that's the average of all the top X amount of quarterbacks.
But yeah, I don't think that the Dolphins can be a Super Bowl
okay, so I
contender
guess
with Tua.
here's what this says. So this is how bad this could be. If the Ravens do franchise tag Lamar and the Dolphins sign Lamar, then the Dolphins have to give the Ravens 2 first-round picks.
The Dolphins have to give the Ravens 2
Yes.
first-round picks?
Plus however much they're paying Lamar.
Oh, if they franchise tag him.
If the Ravens franchise
Is that even a lot?
2 first-rounders
Yeah.
for Lamar plus the money? You tell me. If you think
Yeah,
it's
but
worth
they
it.
already got the pieces around him. They just need Lamar.
Their
Lamar's
defense,
gonna
their
take him on
defense
the
needs
extra
work
gear.
for sure.
Yeah, but they traded for that dude with the Bears. Their defense got better.
What?
I think their defense got better. I think if they get Lamar, they're going to be the best offense. They're going to overtake the Chiefs as the best offense in the NFL. If
They
get
could be the
Lamar.
best offense.
And I think
but I think that could be that with Tua, and they showed that
I don't
multiple
think that
times
they
this
could
year.
be that with Tua.
Because the only reason you don't think that is purely based on him getting hurt, which both players have question marks there.
Yeah, but also, okay,
When
what about
Tua-
that? What about that game against the Chargers though? What about the game against the Chargers when he started off like 8 for 30?
Oh, sorry that he had a bad game. Do we need to go to any time Lamar's had a bad game? My point is that when
He
healthy,
can pick you up with his legs though.
well, he didn't pick it up enough to even come close to Tua's stats.
And
this
plus,
year.
he's never had the weapon. He didn't have weapons in Baltimore. Just see what he gets when he gets Waddle.
No, I
and,
said that.
And Tyreek Hill.
But I'm saying Tua's cheaper and he's highly capable. I said he could easily have a top 5 season as a QB. So what more do you want? Is Lamar successful in the playoffs? Can he get you to the Super Bowl? No.
I don't know.
He's
yet.
1-3.
He's with the Ravens.
He's 1-3.
I want to see him. I want to see him with the weapons that Tua has. I think that first of all, I don't think that Tua can be a top 5 quarterback.
But he was.
And
when
I
healthy.
don't think that they are a Super Bowl threat with him on the team. Now, if you get Lamar, I think that you're a Super Bowl contender. And in the NFL, it's about winning Super Bowls. So whatever gives me the best opportunity of winning a Super Bowl, that's what I want. So I want to get
why?
Lamar because I think he has the best chance.
But
to get
why?
in the
What
Super
has
Bowl.
he shown you to do that? He's 1-3 in the playoffs. He doesn't have better stats than Tua. He won an MVP 3 years ago, and he hasn't played more than 12 games in 2 years. He's not that guy. If you hold on to 2019, you go get him, then okay. But it's like saying, why did the Bucks want Tom Brady? Is there guys with better stats? Yes. Tom Brady wins Super Bowls. We want the guy with playoff success, and that's why we're taking him. And obviously, he's still going to have a top 5 season. Lamar isn't that guy. Lamar doesn't just take the team like the Ravens and make them win playoff games, and then they went to the AFC Championship one time. Like, that's not him. So you're taking a guy that lost in the first round 3 times, and you're saying that this guy is probably going to be better than the guy we have that we don't even know because he's never even had a playoff appearance.
Yeah, but I just think that Lamar. Listen, I think that Lamar is one of the best quarterbacks. I put him in my top 5 quarterbacks. He hasn't had the weapons in Baltimore. And I think if you give him Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, they're going to be the best offense in the NFL, and their defense is getting better. And I think that he gives them a better opportunity than Tua to win a Super Bowl. So I want to get that guy. You overrate Tua, man. He's the most injury-prone player in the NFL. He's probably
He
not
played more games than Lamar.
He's probably not going to – yeah, but his injuries are different. He had 3 concussions in 1 year. He shatters his hip. He shattered his hip at Alabama. He has a bad ankle. He literally finds ways to get hurt every single game. I trust a guy more like Lamar than him. Plus, giving him those weapons, he's probably going to run less. So he's not going to be as injury prone.
I don't even know if that's true at all.
Do we know if
He took more sacks than Tua. He took 5 more sacks this year than Tua. 26. He took 26 sacks, and he had 100 less pass attempts. So he had way less pass attempts, and he still got sacked 5 times more.
Yeah, that's their offense. All the Ravens do is just run the ball. That's going to be different in the
No,
Dolphins. The Dolphins don't
there's
run
a
it near
difference
as much
between
as
a
the Ravens.
loss on a designed run and a sack. He was sacked more. You said that
Yeah,
he wouldn't be.
and that's a product of him not having any weapons. In Baltimore, those Dolphins receivers are going to get open.
I don't even know if that's true, man.
How? They have two of the
just
best
tell me the
one-on-one
statistics
players.
that back that up.
They have two of the. Okay, well, what about his 2019 season? And what about him coming to the Ravens and they've been one of the best teams in the AFC? At least in the regular season the last 4 years since he's been there.
Right, I think he's been good.
Yeah. And he's definitely better than
But
Tua.
statistically, this past year, he wasn't even better. You're going to pay him 3 times more than that next year, way more than that next year, when you could just use the money to build a defense, expect Tua to stay healthy. And obviously, Tua has shown you in those 13 games that he did play that he's remarkable and that the offense is remarkable.
He's
They had
not
potentially,
remarkable, bro.
he had the best QBR in the NFL. He was having a better season. He was
He
he was
great-
an
he had some
MVP
great
front
games,
runner.
but
He was
no,
an
he
MVP
was
front
not.
runner. Well, let's just say before he got hurt.
6 game or 3
Let me
games
finish,
in.
bro. Before he got hurt ever. Before he ever got hurt, they were like 8-0 or 8-2. He had the best QBR in the NFL. He was an MVP candidate. What more do you want? Obviously, he got injured at some point, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the whole body of work of this season.
Yeah, and they ended up 8-9.
The concussions are an
And they
issue.
ended up
But
8-9.
Lamar's legs are an issue too. And as you know, and I know, every QB that runs the ball like Lamar Jackson has a short lifespan.
Yeah,
and he's proving that the last 2 years.
And I think that he's not going to run as much when he has weapons.
Okay, so what's funny about that is even when he won MVP, the one concern that everyone had was the way that Lamar throws, the decisions he makes, how he can't throw the ball that far. So, like, his legs open up
Can't
great
throw the
throws.
ball that far. He has a
With
cannon.
accuracy. With accuracy. That was, like, concerns that people had. Like, even just the way he throws the ball, like, his form is weird. He doesn't use his legs.
No, yeah, he does throw weird.
So I'm
But
saying,
I just
like,
think he's
if
the
you
most-
ask Lamar to be a pocket passer, he might be 10 times worse. His legs open up throws.
Okay, well, hold on. Lamar, with this offense, the way Lamar's able to extend plays, those guys like Tyreek Hill and Waddle will eventually get open. So I just think that if you have someone as how is that a bad?
Because they're both players that want the ball as soon as you got off the line of scrimmage, similar to like a Debo Samuel. Tyreek needs to get down
Why do
the
you
field.
think Tyreek Hill was
said-
so exceptional with Patrick Mahomes?
I said Tyreek can get down the field. Jalen Waddle's way better when he gets the ball early and he's yards after catch. He's always been like that. He's like that at Alabama too.
Okay, well, he can still get open, and you can throw the ball up to him because eventually those two guys are going to get open. So I think if you add the most dynamic player in the NFL to the best or the most dynamic offense in the NFL, they're going to become the best offense in the NFL, and they're going to be a Super Bowl threat and one of the best
I'm
teams
saying
in the
that's
AFC.
not a jump because
I
they
don't
were the
think-
best when he was healthy.
No, they are not a threat in the AFC with Tua. They are not a threat. They won't win that division.
Really? Because they beat the Bills. Let's go through who they beat. They beat the Bills. They beat the Ravens. They scored 28 straight on the Ravens.
Yeah, that was a lucky game.
Okay.
The Ravens were up 35-14.
Yeah, and Lamar blew it, and Tua didn't. So
Yeah, I
you
mean
can
that
say it was
was
luck
good
or
on
you can-
Tua, but I'm just saying the Ravens are definitely a better team.
I was just talking about who they beat, and they beat them. They scored 28 straight. You can use. I mean, I'm going to use your argument against you. You always say, is that not a testament to the other person? So you got to give some credit to Tua. And
Yeah,
for doing that.
I said he had a
Okay.
great game.
All right. They obviously beat the
I just think
Patriots.
the Ravens
They beat the
blew it
Ravens.
more.
Well, they beat them by 4 also. They didn't just like one point beat them.
Beat who?
The
By
Ravens.
4.
Then
Yeah.
they beat the Bills. They lose to the Bengals. That's when Tua gets hurt. And then they lose to the Jets. Tua still hurt. Lose to the Vikings. He comes back. They beat the Steelers. They beat the Lions. Obviously beat the Bears, Browns, Texans. And then is that when Tua got hurt again? When
No,
does
he
get hurt?
didn't get hurt again until
The Packers?
yeah, and then once he played the 49ers, it seemed like it just went downhill from there.
Yeah. Well, because they played 2 games in a row in Cali. Lost both because they played the Chargers the second time. Then they went all the way to the Bills at in 30 degrees. Tua had a
And he
great game.
played good, yeah.
And then he gets his head destroyed on the Packers when they were up 20-3 or whatever, 20-7 or something like that. And then obviously he doesn't play the rest of the year.
I mean, I don't think he played. I just think Lamar gives him an extra gear.
Lamar might. That's fine. But my point is you don't need that jump. You don't need it, and especially for the price tag that comes along with it.
You need it in the AFC, I think. They're not getting
What-
out of the AFC with Tua as their quarterback. Just
I mean,
not
to
gonna
me,
happen.
you sound like what the people were saying when Jalen Hurts lost to Tom Brady in the first round. That's the same type of talk there was.
Okay. Well, do you think Tua is gonna improve as much as Jalen did?
I don't think he has to. I think he was already that good.
That's one of
I
the.
think he was already that good. I think
Nah.
he has to stay healthy. That's
No.
it.
Jalen's a 1 in a million type player to be able to improve. Like everybody said this whole year, they have never seen someone be able to improve that
In
much
passing.
passing ability
I'm saying Tua
than
doesn't
ever
have
in the history of the
but
NFL.
Tua doesn't have to. I'm not. I just. You're no. You said, do you think Tua improves that much? I said no. I don't think he has to. Then you said Jalen's like the
No,
most
I said that I
improved
think he
person.
does have to. I think he has to improve
But-
tremendously.
Look at his passing stats compared to Jalen's the year before. They're not even close. Why would he have to improve that much? He had the best QB in the NFL. Bottom line, boom. Best
Okay,
QB in the NFL.
okay. But how about
He's
this?
the most accurate.
What
passer
happened
in
when
the NFL.
they got AJ Brown for Jalen Hurts and they drafted Devontae Smith?
What are you
His numbers
saying?
went up like crazy too.
He had Devontae
So, like, a
Smith
lot
last
of it-
year when they lost.
Okay, but he
They
got
got
better
A.J.
with
Brown.
getting AJ Brown. He got better with getting AJ Brown, and that's a part of it as well.
What does that have to
So
do
I'm
with
sa-
Tua? Just what is
So
that?
I'm saying a lot of what Tua has is just weapons and a great offense and a good offensive coordinator and a good head coach. A lot of the NFL is just system. I think if you put Tua on any other team, he is not successful. So I think if you already get someone on the caliber of Lamar and you put him in that system, they're going to be tremendously
The
better.
true difference in what we're saying is I don't think you need to. I think Tua can play at the level of Lamar Jackson right now. I do. Especially passing, which
Like
is what
if
they
you
need.
just traded
Hold on.
if you
Hold on,
swapped
man.
them.
Hold on. They don't need him to run. They don't need Lamar because they don't need that. They have Mostert had a great season running the ball, and especially when Tua got injured, they were still running the ball well. And then ran the ball great against
No, they weren't running the ball enough.
who was
That's
it?
why they lost to the Chargers.
Right, and then they started and they ran the ball great this year. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That was at the end of the year.
Right. And then without Tua, they still ran the ball great. So I was saying you don't need anybody to run. Then you don't. Dang, bro, you made me lose my train of thought. Well, what did you say? Right before that.
I was saying that if you swap Tua
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
Lamar, Tua's not gonna be successful in any other team. It's like a lot of it's I think system. It's not Tua.
Okay, well the system's
Two
good
of
enough
the-
to have the best. Listen, Tua. Also, the system is built around Tua. That's the thing that Mike McDaniels did when he came in. He built it around Tua's strengths. So if you come in and you change that whole system to somebody else's strength, there's no guarantee that it'll be just as successful. It's not necessarily just a jump.
Yeah, but I think
Lamar isn't as good as Tua in a lot of areas. He's not as accurate as Tua. He's not as quick with release as Tua. So I'm saying the things that the team was built around so far this year, if you take a step down in those and take a step up in others, there's no guarantee that they're a better team overall because of that.
Yeah, I just think that we haven't seen Lamar with the talent that all these other AFC quarterbacks have, and I think that he's just gonna give him an extra gear.
All these
That he's gonna
other,
be able to-
what do you mean all these other? Patrick Mahomes didn't have any receivers. Joe Burrow
But
doesn't
I'm
have any
talking about
offensive
when
line.
he had. I'm talking about receivers, dude. First of all,
Patrick
Joe
Mahomes
Burrow
didn't.
Okay, he still had Travis Kelce. That's nowhere near what Lamar Jackson's ever had at Baltimore, and he also had Tyreek Hill before that.
Lamar's had some good players, dude.
who?
Especially at the
Name me one
their
receiver
tight
they've
end
had.
was
Name
top
me one
5 in the
receiver
league.
they have.
Not this year. They traded away their
Name
guys.
me one receiver they've had in the last 4 years.
I just said their tight end, Hurst or whatever, Hayden Hurst was a baller.
Is he Travis Kelce?
I didn't compare him to Chelsea. You did.
Nope.
Would you say
He
I
hasn't
did compare him to
had
Kelce.
weapons there. He hasn't had weapons. So I think if he goes,
He
to
hasn't
the,
even played.
I think if he goes to the Dolphins, they're the best offense in the NFL, and I think they're a Super Bowl contender.
But
With
I'm
Tua,
saying
I
that's
don't
not a
think that.
jump.
Okay, well that's
Because
what
they
I'm
already
saying it
were
is.
the best offense in the
Okay,
NFL when he was
well,
healthy.
I'm saying it is. They
How?
weren't the best offense in the NFL.
Yes.
No, they weren't.
For a lot of the season,
No,
they
they
were
were
the best
saying
offense in the NFL.
No, they were saying that they were just the most exciting, most
Nope.
explosive.
They were statistically the best for the first 10 weeks of the season.
No, they were the best like the first 3 games. They weren't the best after Tua got injured.
Okay, whatever. The when Tua played, they were the best offense. I don't care how you frame it.
And then as soon as San Francisco happened, the whole season collapsed.
He played 2 more games, dude.
No, we did not.
Yes, he did.
He played like
He
4
plays
more
the
games.
Chargers and the Bills, and he played great against the Bills.
He also
So they played the best team at the time in the AFC. The number 1 seed should have been the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. And who knows how the season changes when you're the number 1 seed. and they lost 32-29 away, 30 degrees at night in the most. People say the Bills is the worst. Environment to play in.
And then you lose against the Chargers, which is
No, before that was the Chargers.
I know. If they beat the Chargers, they're in the playoffs. And
they were in the
Tua
playoffs.
had the worst game
they made
that
the
any
playoffs.
quarterbacks had this whole year until Trevor Lawrence threw 4 picks.
Tua did so good that a third-string Skylar Thompson could still take the Dolphins to the playoffs with only winning 1 game. That's how good Tua did before he was hurt. Skylar Thompson, do you know Skylar? No, you don't. Only had to win 1 game for them to make the playoffs.
Oh, you know what's funny? Because everybody was talking about their backup quarterback almost beat the Bills the first playoff game.
Yeah, what did he do that game?
That's why I'm saying their system is what carries Tua, not
And then
Tua.
the Bills got smoked.
So if you give them,
the Bills got smoked the next week.
If you give them someone as good as Lamar, then dude, they're gonna be a Super Bowl contender, one of the best
Bills
teams
didn't
in the
look the
AFC,
same after
for
DeMar.
sure.
First of all, never looked the same after DeMar.
They won their last game
of
of the year.
only because of 2 kick return touchdowns. That's the only reason they won that game.
Okay, so now you're just spewing retarded stuff.
Why? How's that retarded? At least I'm saying stats. You haven't said a single stat this whole time.
So they weren't.
You're
different.
saying I see this. He's a top 5 QB. I see this. You've never said like he's good in this situation and this is why he'll be good over here. It's all just like I think this. I think that. It's not based on really anything.
Yeah. Well, it's based on he won MVP and he's one of the best.
3 years ago.
Best players in the NFL.
3 years ago. Before COVID.
Oh,
he won a pre-COVID MVP.
Can I speak, please?
No.
He like the first 3 games, everybody was saying how Lamar's on pace for like 61 responsible touchdowns. That would have been an NFL record. He was playing out of his mind.
How did he do after that?
He was playing out of his mind too before he was starting to get hurt.
He was hurt way after that.
No, but he had lingering injuries the whole year.
Whatever, man.
Do you guys want to make a side bet on who's going to have more starts in the NFL next year?
Adam's asking if we want to make a side bet on who has
I
more
don't think
starts in the
Tua.
NFL.
I think Tua's got like 1 or 2 more years left, then he's done.
No, I'm just
Like
next
career.
year.
You sound like a hater. That's what you sound like.
Okay. I just don't think he's. Like,
I'm not even hating on either one.
I mean, just look at he gets injured all the time, and they're brutal injuries that nobody can keep withstanding. And this is the NFL. This isn't even college. Like, dude shattered his hip in college.
I get it, man.
He's not gonna last in the NFL. He's gonna be like Andrew Luck, and Andrew Luck was a big guy too, and Tua was a smaller quarterback.
Andrew Luck had neck issues.
Yeah. Didn't he like?
Tua's gonna have brain issues. So I don't know what I'd rather have: brain issues or neck issues.
Well, they left him on concussion protocol forever. He's clear of that now. There's just no telling, bro. Like, yours is complete speculation.
How are
Mine
you
is
not
hope-
speculating? Because
I just feel like a lot of what you're saying is based on pure opinion.
right. It is,
But
my
I'm
opinion.
backing it up with statistics from last season and how the Dolphins played.
Well,
with
I'm also
Tua.
backing up with he had 3 concussions in 1 year.
He had
That's
2
only been
recorded
done by
concussions.
one other player in NFL
He had 2
history.
recorded concussions.
No, he had 3 concussions, bro. He had 3.
All right. Is it crucial for the New York Giants to sign Saquon Barkley? All right, to me, if I'm the New York Giants, I don't think it's crucial to sign Saquon. I think not that he's easily replaceable, but I think you can get another running back. Let's just look at it like this, right? The best running backs in the NFL, we got, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, all 4 didn't even make the playoffs. Your running back cannot carry you. He just can't. So unless Daniel Jones turns into that guy and Daniel Jones can take you there, Saquon, a running back, any running back in the league, cannot win you a Super Bowl. They just can't. They can maybe win you a playoff game. As you saw, Derrick Henry took the Titans to the AFC Championship. But even that, Derrick Henry could only take him to the AFC Championship. So much less Saquon taking him to a Super Bowl. So to me, I don't think it's imperative that they sign him, especially with how much time he's missed. And maybe how much time he's missed, the only reason that you would, maybe he's not as torn up as, a running back normally is that year. But when you look at these big contracts, what do you think of with running backs? You think of Ezekiel Elliott. You think of guys like that that were paid a ton of money and then they didn't earn any of it.
Yeah, I disagree because I look at someone like Christian McCaffrey, who once he was traded to the 49ers, they looked like a totally completely different team. Their offense skyrocketed. I feel like if you are the Giants and you model your offense after a system like that and they already have a good defense, that You just have more. Saquon's the type of guy that's like McCaffrey that can catch passes, run. He's an all-purpose type running back, and I feel like the NFL is gearing towards that now. Like you were saying, all these teams that were in play or that were in the championship games were all QBs on rookie deals with a great team around them and good running backs. I feel like you can do the same with Saquon.
They were top 5 QBs on rookie deals.
Yeah, so I'm saying you
Daniel
move
Jones
on
would
from.
have to be that.
I'm saying you move on from Daniel Jones and you keep Saquon.
Well, then you're not getting a rookie deal.
How are you not? You can draft somebody.
You're going to draft a QB that's going to be top 5. That's more of a gamble to me
Than Daniel Jones.
I think I'd be better off getting a top 3 QB and paying him like a Patrick Mahomes and not having the running back, because running backs you can draft one that can rush for 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
like
sure,
this.
but I don't. Who are they going to get?
What do you mean in the draft?
No, I'm talking about who are they going to sign that's going to be a top 3 quarterback.
Carr.
No,
You don't pay Carr that. You could have
Carr's
Carr.
not gonna be top
You
3,
could
I
have
think.
Derek Carr and Saquon. You don't have to pay Derek Carr
No.
$50 million. No. I take Saquon and start building around him than get Aaron Rodgers.
But there's no building around a running back. That's my point. There's no building around a running back. They're not, even the 49ers, you know why Christian McCaffrey was so good? It was the team was already built. Their offense was already doing good. Let's not act like he just put them on the moon. They were they were already orbiting it, and they just landed.
Their
with it.
offense was terrible. Their defense literally didn't give up a second half touchdown
They're-
in like 8 games.
Also, don't
They
forget
gave
that.
up like 0 points in
Don't
8
forget-
games in
don't-
the second half.
Okay, don't forget that Deebo Samuel was also hurt a lot of the year, and their offense was just good the year before. So I'm just saying that they have Deebo, Ayuk. They have a great tight end. They have guys. He wasn't just like this all. He didn't just take over the offense. That's just not true. But I think, did he add more to their offense? Absolutely. But guess what? The team was already built. Then you add a piece like that. You added a Christian McCaffrey. You didn't build the team around
But
Christian
Brock
McCaffrey.
Purdy.
And that's what the Giants would be having to do if you built around Saquon. I don't think there's a team in the NFL that is built around a running back, and then that guy just carried them, especially with the spread offense.
Well, McCaffrey was carrying them, and they had Brock Purdy and were able to make it to the NFC Championship. And if he doesn't go down, who knows what happens in that game. So I feel like you can get rid. You don't pay Daniel Jones what he wants, obviously, not $45 million. You can get a good rookie quarterback, sign Saquon, and start modeling it after the 49ers if you're the Giants. Plus, their head coach is more a defensive guy anyways.
I'm saying the 49ers didn't model it after a running back. That's my whole point.
Well, they modeled it after just fast, all-purpose backs that can do all these
wide
different
receivers.
things.
No,
Saquon can do that as well.
they didn't model it after that. They
Deebo Samuel is a running back and a receiver. Christian McCaffrey
No,
is
they
an
use him
all-purpose
as a running back sometimes. Ayuk, their tight end, and Deebo, everything was quick passes and let you guys get some yards.
That's what
after
I'm saying
catch.
they should do, and it starts with Saquon.
It starts with getting receivers.
Yeah,
And I think you can get outstanding receivers and have – okay, so for instance, let's say they modeled everything after the 49ers, but they didn't have Saquon. So they have great wide receiver yards. They have like Jalen Waddle, not actually Jalen Waddle, but a guy like Jalen Waddle. They have a guy like Deebo, and then they have a good tight end with Daniel Jones. You don't think that team's going to be good?
they'll be all right, yeah.
They'd be better
Yeah,
than
sure.
just Saquon by himself.
But you already have Saquon, so why would you not keep him? That
Well, because you had
That-
to pay him.
I'm not
Right.
paying him that.
you're paying him what, $30 million a year?
It would
That's
be
what running backs get?
Yeah.
25, $30 million? Yeah, I think that'd be worth it.
all right. Let's move over to the NBA.
He's injury prone too.
Yeah,
We did play this whole year, but yeah, that's true.
he is. I forgot what I was gonna say. I had stats about that, but it don't matter. Can the Lakers make a run without LeBron James? Currently 4 games behind the 4 seed. Those Lakers.
No, but they
He
can
likes
make
that one.
they can make the playing game.
Without him.
Yeah, I mean, they're only, I think, either half a game or a game behind for the 10 seed. They're just,
They have the easiest schedule in the NBA.
yeah,
basically.
that helps them a lot.
That's
They're,
a big deal.
I mean, LeBron just orchestrates everything for that offense. He's the leader on the team. They finally looked like they were getting momentum. They restructured the team after the All-Star break. They looked really good, and then LeBron goes down. And I just want to say this. The Lakers, it's time to move on from either Anthony Davis or LeBron if you're the Lakers. Like, LeBron has really never got injured throughout his career, and every single year he's been with the Lakers besides 2020 when they won, he's been injured. Anthony Davis gets injured more than any other player in the NBA. If I were the Lakers, I would trade them and get younger and start rebuilding, I mean, you're just not going to get anywhere. Like, even if they make the playoffs, you got LeBron coming back off his foot injury. Like, they're probably not going to be a threat. So if you just want to be relevant and have LeBron, then that's one thing. But if you actually want to start rebuilding and start competing for championships again, I feel like you got to move off Anthony Davis and LeBron.
Yeah.
Or just Anthony Davis. I'm not sure. I mean,
Maybe
LeBron,
we're Anthony Davis and LeBron.
Where do you want to see LeBron go next? Like you.
if they,
Cameron.
I would like for him to go back to Cleveland. I would like for him
Do
to.
you think Bronny go to Ohio State?
Do I? I'm probably, but I'm not sure. He might not go to college. Who knows?
Yeah, for real.
I mean,
He could go play in Ukraine. Like
I know he's definitely going to be in the NBA though, because whatever team
Lithuania.
he said, whatever team gets him gets LeBron. So there's going to be a lot of teams that want to get Bronny.
I hope someone says no.
I hope what
someone says
happens
we don't
is
want.
he says that and they draft him like number 5, like something crazy, and he was like a top 20 pick, and then LeBron doesn't even go there.
Imagine being so dope that you're like, I'm gonna play and then I'm gonna play with my son and then wherever he goes, I'm gonna go. Like that's just such a boss move. That
Well,
is
you
such
got to
a
think
boss
like how
move.
old guys are. There'd be teams that'd be like, but like
No,
it's LeBron.
there's gonna be a lot of teams
Like
wanting
no
him
matter
just for the
how
marketing.
bad Jordan was on the Wizards wanted him to play.
Yeah.
They wanted him there.
There, there's gonna be so many teams lining up just because of what he brings to your franchise, the marketing, like the fans that are gonna come out, the jersey sales, all that.
Yeah.
People are gonna want to see him. So,
Good point, bro.
And you know that he's gonna retire with you. So
Yeah, so that walk around in his last game.
yeah,
gonna be ugly.
I hope he retires with the Cavs. If it's like, so I'm sure he'll retire with the Lakers though. I'm sure the Lakers won't move off him. The Lakers
signs
aren't gonna
another
trade- and
extension, I guess?
he signed another one this summer. He's got like 4 years left. Anthony Davis, you got to get rid of. You just can't build anything when guys keep getting injured. You can't build any momentum.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able. You can't string together enough wins. So there's just no point.
So they lost to the Grizz last night. Are the Memphis Grizzlies contenders?
No.
Me neither.
They're
I don't think so either.
they're a piece away.
They're not just a piece away.
They
They're
got
an elite piece away.
Yeah,
they're
got-
a top
they-
3
yeah.
player in the league away.
I don't
Put
think
Giannis on the Grizzlies, they're a contender.
I don't. Whoa. I don't think they. I think they need like another like all-star between all-star and superstar caliber player like Devin Booker type player maybe.
No shot.
I think if they get someone like him, because the NBA, there's not a super team right now. There's not this gigantic team that nobody can beat, and you got to team up a bunch of guys. All you need is depth and shooting and 2 guys,
Yeah.
2 stars. They don't have that second star with Ja.
Well, maybe, but like
So if they get that second star, that's a between all-star, superstar caliber player, they're a contender. But right now, they can't beat the Celtics. They can't beat the Bucks. I don't see them beating the Suns. Probably not the Nuggets. Everyone else, yeah, they could beat, but they're not a real contender right now.
I think it's kind of funny because the Nuggets are like the 1 seed, but I don't know if anybody's actually taking them serious.
I
Like,
mean,
I don't see the Nuggets like winning the finals.
I see the Bucks or the Celtics winning the finals. I
You know
really
who's,
don't see anybody in the West.
ESPN FBI favorite to win the finals?
Bucks.
The Clippers.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's
insane?
actually.
I
Yeah.
saw that today and I was like, what the heck?
I don't understand what the respect is for the Clippers. When they had a full strength and were in the bubble, they blew a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets. Paul George chokes in the playoffs. Kawhi doesn't play basketball games. There is no shot they make the finals. And the fact that ESPN has them there just makes no sense to me. 0 sense to me. They are like the 8th seed in the West right now. They're 33-31. Heck, they could even miss the playoffs. Nobody knows in the West. It's so jumbled up. If they keep playing like this, they could miss the playoffs. And ESPN has them number 1 to make the finals. The respect that the Clippers get is absolutely unwarranted. It makes 0 sense.
Where are we at, by the way?
Oh yeah, 34.
Oh,
Thanks.
wow.
Dude, it's hot outside. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Dude, what you know the new Publix the new Publix on the Parkway?
Place
So
is
since
dope.
it's new, yeah, shout out Publix. If you're from the north, they don't even know about Publix.
Yeah, Meyer.
I like the old
They got Meyer.
No, the old Publix sucks.
Meyer's whack.
Meyer for life.
Meyer sucks.
Meyer got my hernia surgery, so.
Anyway, so anyway, that new the new Publix, right? When I leave, it always feels like I'm on vacation for some reason.
just because it's
You know, like when you go to a Publix or you know when you go like to the beach or something, you go to like a Publix
or a Walmart
or
and it has the
whatever,
palm trees and
and
you're
it's
at
got
the beach.
that's how I feel when I'm going into there.
Yeah.
It doesn't even. Feel
I mean,
like
I
I'm
go
in
there like
Huntsville.
almost every day, so it feels like nothing to me.
Is that why you're wearing
But the first couple times,
Why am
yeah.
I wearing the glasses?
Because you're on vacation?
No, I'm just wearing them for fun. Breast cancer awareness, mostly. Shout out my breasts.
Support the boobies.
What are you staring at?
trying to think.
Dude, you know, people get so lost. Especially you. You get so lost in thought, you just space out.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Anyway, Mavericks are 1-4 with Kyrie and Luka both on the floor. Whoa, bars.
As a LeBron, this is best case scenario for the Lakers right here. Ready? As a LeBron fan, I'm so hyped that the Mavericks are sucking because Kyrie's probably going to go to the Lakers. Then you trade Anthony Davis for a bunch of pieces. Then you got LeBron, Kyrie. You signed D'Angelo Russell. You have one of the best backcourts in the NBA. You get other complementary pieces. You are now a top 3 seed in the West next year. So I am super glad that it looks like Kyrie and Luka aren't working out because I thought when they paired up, I thought they'd have a great offense, but I didn't think it would work out due to the fact that they both need the ball. They're going to have the worst defense in the NBA. Like, I don't really think.
I thought you did think it would work.
I thought
you
that
said it would take a load off Luka. I have a clip of that.
It would take. I said it would take a load off Luka. I said their defense would be god awful though. I did say that, and they both need the ball. So I mean, I don't think they're gonna get out of the West, and I think that Kyrie's gonna end up joining the Lakers. So that's good.
That is good.
Yep.
So if he was why wouldn't he just join the Lakers last year? Why did he sign that?
He didn't sign anything.
Yeah, he took
This
his player option on the
this was-
Nets.
I guess
All this happened because he took an extra year player option on the Nets last summer, and then him and Katie were like, "We're gonna work it out." You don't remember?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Maybe he was proving a point with the whole like making a stance.
Yeah.
I guess they just thought that one day. I mean, think about how much their mind changes. I guess that one day they thought, yeah, we're going to try to work this out.
Who's a better duo, Devin Booker and KD or Kyrie and KD?
I think it's definitely KD and Booker because they both can play without the ball. Booker's a bigger guy. I think that KD plays better with good small forwards instead of guards because if you think about it, like Kyrie, the reason why Kyrie and LeBron worked so well is because kind of like with Luka, he takes the load off LeBron, and LeBron kind of just was able to walk around the whole time LeBron or Kyrie would do his thing, and with KD, it's not like that. Like KD is involved in every single play, and I feel like him and Booker will be able to just get each other open all the time.
Yeah.
And Kyrie needs the ball and creates his own shot instead of like getting passes from KD, shooting, making cuts, whatever the case may be. So I feel like Booker just is a better fit with KD.
Also, John Jones comes back this weekend.
Yeah, I've been watching them embedded.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel
John
hyped?
Jones is a funny guy, man.
He's goofy.
Yeah. I just think it's cool how John Jones just goes through all this and just like fights. It's like he's just like cool with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just funny.
Nah, nothing. I'm just looking forward to freaking the Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, whole
Yeah,
tough
tough
series,
series.
and then the fight.
I just hope that the UFC I wish like Connor and Jones could have been on the same card coming back. That would have been
Yeah.
like a 2.5 million buy.
Yeah,
That might have broke Khabib's record, Khabib and Connor's record. Who knows?
maybe. I feel like everything just feels downhill, and that like Marvel just feels downhill.
Marvel sucks.
UFC.
Ant-Man was straight trash. This is my problem with Marvel movies. There's no consequence. Like Ant-Man rolled up in Kang's crib, beat him up, like just went big. Somehow that scared Kang. Even though when they first were in the prison, Kang was like using the force against them, like they couldn't do anything. Somehow Ant-Man gets big. He's like, release everything. He can't do anything. A bunch of ants defeat him. Not only that, at the end of the movie, Ant-Man's like, you don't have to win. We both just have to lose. But Ant-Man ended up winning because he beat him and then he went back to Earth.
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah.
So that line made no sense, and that line was in the trailer too.
Yeah.
So I thought there's just no consequence. There's nothing. It's just happy-go-lucky. You know, of course they killed off what's that dude's name? MODOK. That's
Yeah.
a very famous villain in Marvel. That's a very loved villain. And they not only did they made him like turn good, and they killed him off. That's what Marvel does. They get these great villains like Carnage, MODOK, and whoever, and they kill them off like in their first movie instead of just keeping them. It just makes no sense. That
Yeah.
movie was straight trash. Straight trash.
Bro, all of Marvel is trash right
Yeah.
now. Like, I feel like I have nothing to look forward to.
Yeah,
in
there
Marvel.
was a
it will never
time-
be. Just go back. What I
Yeah.
want you to do is I want you to go back, and I want you to watch the Iron Man clip when the tank is blowing up behind him and he's just slow-mo walking to his music. Watch that and then think, will this ever be in a Marvel movie again? The answer is no. It'll never be like that again.
From like 2012 to 2019, whenever Endgame was, you had like at least 2 or 3 Marvel movies to look forward to. And you know they're gonna be fire, and that's just gone. Like I remember, just like you had all these movies lined up, like Civil War, Winter Soldier, Endgame, Infinity War, Ragnarok, all just back to back to back to back, just greatness, and that's just straight gone. But you get what I'm saying with the consequence?
Yeah, I
There's just no consequence.
I do. And I don't want to hear people say like, oh, you know, Endgame and all them, it was all built up. They were so good because they, you know, had all this time to write about it and stuff. Because when you go back and you look at like the first Marvel movies, a lot of them are good movies.
Yeah.
They're at least good.
Yeah.
So if you want to consider this like the snap restart,
There's just no
they can
direction,
they can
bro.
still make good movies. They're just not even
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They're not enjoyable.
They're going in a different.
The truth about Ant-Man is, if you watched Ant-Man and you didn't know the characters and it was just a regular movie, you would still think it sucked.
Yeah.
The only thing that made it good was that it was Marvel and you knew the characters.
And also what's trash is that the daughter figured out how to make that invention at the beginning of the movie when they were
Yeah.
gone.
Which
It
was
used to be ridiculous.
which it used to
bro.
be.
They would build that up and it
Yeah.
would make sense. And now they just
Well-
throw crap in and expect they throw crap on the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. Well,
And-
what I was gonna say is, so right now, there's characters you love, right? And then you like the movie just because those characters are in it, but the movies suck. And it used to be the opposite. It used to be that they'd make a Guardians movie, you didn't know anybody in the movie, and the movie was great, and now you love the characters. So that's how it used to be.
They're trying to take nostalgia, bro. They're just trying to take nostalgia and make you like not think about how actually good the movie is.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to make money off of it now.
Yeah, they're just trying to make money.
And like
Yeah.
push their little.
Yeah.
It's trash. Like I could care less. And the 2 extra scenes were trash as well.
Your mom loved it.
I don't know why.
Sure she did.
She just likes extra scenes.
Low
Mom loves extra
Well,
scenes.
guys, that is all for episode number 51 of the Good Point Bro podcast. It's been a pleasure. As you guys know, my name's Caden. It's my little bro, Cam.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep, baby. Follow us on TikTok at goodpoint.bro, on Instagram at goodpointbro, and as you guys know, on YouTube at the Good Point Bro podcast, most importantly. Also, check out our second channel with Bossmaster Fresh, our Jamie back here.
just went up.
He's throwing pics out there, so if you guys are into betting and stuff like that, go holla at your boy. Say you came from the pod.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. Stick around. All right, hit that subscribe button.
Follow us on Good Point Out, bro.
Most importantly, see you guys later.
Peace.